Oh.
Oh, hello.
Well, but then the boots. Look at the footprint. It's heading towards the inside of the room, not outside of the room.
Yeah.
So,
Yoink.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
so I'm thinking maybe
Right. Retrieve everything.
it gotta do something to do with her desk, maybe? Maybe they want to retrieve something from the desk? I don't know. I feel like I'll be pretty mad if they're like, oh hey, the murder weapon, it can be only held by a tiny woman's hand, and there is only one woman in the game. Why investigate? It's just like bam, there it is. Woman. One woman.
That's me.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta go where the evidence points.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy, let me in. You get it because you're waiting for him because he never shows up.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
No, I already went to your room.
Who do you think the killer is,
Monsieur
Chet?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
I will
Sir
use
Jacques
the
Deru?
Chet chance.
All right. Have you finished?
Hey, help me out
Not
here, dude.
quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
Yeah, let's mess with him.
Let's get right to it. Are you Elizabeth Adams' murderer?
Oh,
That is for you to prove, if I'm not mistaken, boy. You weren't expecting me to do all the legwork for you, were you? Lazy man.
but did you kill
Goodbye, sir.
Elizabeth?
We shall meet again.
Probably.
It's Washington.
What? It's definitely not Washington. This is like this. There's not enough info. Nobody's saying anything. And then we cannot save and then reload, right?
This guy's the most.
Oh, there's a drug on the ground.
Oh, it's
Golden elixir.
Golden
I'll keep it for
elixir.
later.
Yep. What's up? You still got 2 boots though. What's up with that? You know.
Everyone had their boots, like in the dressing room.
Nice
do you think
decor
it is,
for a
Ryan?
I think
revolutionary
it's the
tribunal
lady.
judge's room.
Let's go for the lady then.
All right. What a terrible way to start the second episode. You know what's really strong about the game is the cool RPG mechanic with the conversations. How should we open episode 2 after a 2-month wait? Just run around for a little while and scanning all these clues.
It would have been more fun if the people talked instead of they just avoided the question. And just like, hey, I asked you a question, you answer. It's simple. But they're like, oh, I don't know. It's for you to prove it. I'm just like, well, is there enough like evidence in their room? They're like, no. You can get like golden elixir though. I'm like, I don't care.
Dude, she's gonna be real cheesed. I don't think Louis is getting invited to her room tonight.
Who doesn't think it's Emily? Chet.
Yeah, maybe it is us. I didn't think about that.
I got it. It's us.
You know, I don't think I look behind this statue. You never know.
Mamour 1440, thank you very much.
Thank you.
5 months in a row. Well, alright, let's just say we have a suspect.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
I have a culprit.
I believe I've
Oh gosh.
identified the murderer.
Really, Louis? All right then. Please think carefully before you give me your answer. This is a very, very serious accusation.
Oh, you know what? I think it might be Elizabeth herself.
How's she gonna stab herself 9 times?
She, you know how like the liquor that she had, maybe she was hallucinating. She was keep saying like, they're evil, keep coming to me, and then she got so scared that she just like, maybe like, you know, like the chest tattoo and stuff like that, it wasn't her skin, right?
Yeah.
So maybe she thought it's like, like what is this, and she like stabbed herself.
I mean, 9 times is a lot of times to stab yourself.
I cannot say it's his mom, cause like, where is she? No, I don't think it's any of the men.
Well, I mean,
honestly, I'm gonna say Elizabeth herself.
I believe it was suicide.
Suicide? Louis, I hope you have solid evidence.
The knife found beside Elizabeth's body had a handprint on it, a slender hand. Without a doubt, the hand of a woman.
And Elizabeth is the only female guest? Come, Louis. Anything else?
She took drugs.
She overdid the laudanum and the wine, probably to take away her anxiety. She could have decided she couldn't go on and acted while she was not her normal self.
Sounds a bit far-fetched to me, but it isn't without logic. Anything else?
She was covered in scars from previous acts of scarification. That proves that she was prone to harming herself. Her suicide was the culmination of this.
What you say makes sense, but it's a little weak. Haven't you anything else?
He is definitely not buying
It is
it.
my conviction that
yeah,
she killed herself.
I don't see it.
So she stabbed herself
Why-
9 times?
Well,
Why didn't you
great
help
minds
me?
think
I
alike.
believe
Why didn't you help
Louis,
me then?
I'm
You
afraid
just...
this is simply not sufficient. This is a serious accusation. I need concrete evidence. That is why I am taking over this case as of now. Right.
What
It's
an
time we
incredible
spoke
waste of
about your
time.
mother, Louis.
She seems to be making every effort to steer clear of your guests.
What do you mean?
For the past few weeks, my mother's been playing cat and mouse, if you will. I don't know why, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question
Oh,
is,
you know what?
who?
And in your opinion, would she be the
I bet
cat? Or
You have
the
to say it's
mouse?
my mother, and then he goes, "Okay, tell me more about your mother." And
Yeah.
this is the conversation that you would
I'd
have.
like to answer the cat, but unfortunately, I'm increasingly worried that she's, in fact, the mouse.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities and yours
Your
in the
island.
Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to
You notice
properly
this guy's
equip his
hands, Kate?
army. I took
Yeah,
it upon
he doesn't
myself to
have,
back him because I have a firm
joints.
conviction that he can
Small,
go far.
slender hands.
We shall see.
Oh!
However, there's one thing that surprises me. Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France
The
is in
animation
turmoil,
is like
and having
he's
support
digging
of a
into his
military
skull.
man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today.
Well,
I
why
thought
didn't you
that the
tell
Golden
me
Order
that
had a role
before?
to play.
Then I'll be like
And I
100%
still
his
think so.
mom. Because
I
then
was
like
hoping
she has
Sarah
a huge
would be able
motive
to
now.
join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Are they going to murder all existing
Thank you
members
so
of the
much.
Golden Order
In this
at
way,
the
you'll be able to
conference?
keep your mother informed of what is said.
Yo, why did you activate this cat?
There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
If only my mother had trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of
He
the
blends
Order,
in with the
secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get.
Watch
In
out
your
for the
opinion,
pid!
Why would your mother remain in hiding?
They're not
for
looking
several
ahead!
weeks?
They're gonna make the Batman fly.
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she is wary of
Guy
something.
looks like a
Certainly.
Kingdom of Hearts
But
boss.
whom? The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir
The
Gregory,
whole point of getting the
Duchess
murder,
Hillsborough,
no wonder why nobody
Mr.
gave me
Von
any of
Bowman,
like the clues.
and myself.
Because they're just like, you know, it's your mom, but obviously you
My
cannot
lord,
talk to your mom.
I'm obliged to ask this question, but please don't take offense to it.
Ah, you wondered if Sarah was wary of me. It just so happens that I've been asking myself the very same question. Because I can't explain why Sarah didn't come to see me, knowing how influential I am. But to your point, I can't imagine she
He's
would
a
be.
YouTuber?
Although I am obviously not the best person to answer that
Biggest
question.
influencer on the whole
Thank you.
island.
Yeah.
I had to ask.
Biggest YouTuber.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together.
Sarah's his mom, right?
Solving
Yeah,
the
yeah.
world's problems.
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jersey,
a hot
or
air
the
balloon?
adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
I know he invented the cotton gin. Fascinating.
The
So you can
armistice
say-
between the Russians and the Turks. Russia's come out of it having officially won Crimea, which gives it direct access to the Black Sea.
And, at the same time, the Mediterranean Sea. I'm worried about the decisions Tsarina
At least we
Catherine
didn't
might decide to
accuse
take.
the living person.
She's a woman
Yeah.
who managed
And
to
they'll
get
be like,
rid
"Hang
of her
themselves."
husband to accede to the upper
That's
reaches
true.
of power. Gaining access to the Mediterranean Sea remains her main objective. When she still had that dear
'Cause you were like,
Potemkin
it's
as her lover,
Emily.
I could always find out about her intentions,
Emily.
but
And
I
then-
still
those
think it
days
is.
are over.
You still think it's Emily?
Yeah.
You're speaking of Grigory Alexandrovich
What is it that
Potemkin?
makes you think
The
that?
very man,
She's a lady.
the little devil
That's it?
behind the
Lady's
mother of all
hand on
Russians.
the knife.
Since his death, I
Why not his
know
mom?
absolutely nothing.
Could be,
of
but
what the
you know,
Tsarina is up to.
she wasn't around.
Oh, really?
Maybe she was?
Maybe she
Yes,
was.
I didn't mean to shock you. Please forgive me. Let's just say that, in my position, it is often advantageous to know about the habits and customs of world leaders.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire
Hey,
days
don't
together
do that,
reliving them.
please.
It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third.
Fascinating.
My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege
Oh.
of Saint-Jean-d'Acre.
I bet you didn't realize that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, my lord,
Unlocked.
the Crusades are not my chosen field.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have plenty of time to learn. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still
She's
very
not a
worried.
model, you weirdo. She's
I
my
must
mom.
admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
Do you know
do
anything
you
about
mean?
Crusades?
Yeah, there's a few of them.
Since she disappeared, your mother
They were
has been
for
seen once.
Jerusalem.
Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised
What are
Gregory
you
and
doing?
myself.
Why did you activate this
She
cat? I
resurfaced
was doing
to
fine,
attack
and then you have
Emma,
to come
Emily
in
Hillsborough's
and
twin
reactivate
sister.
this cat and just.
And
Come here,
she
buddy.
shot her with a pistol.
No, don't
Then,
fool Ryan.
before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things
Oh, you know
more
what?
clearly.
Maybe the
You
cat
said that
is
you spent a
Emily.
lot of time talking together at the
Maybe
beginning.
the cat is Emily?
What happened for that to
Because,
change?
you know, he's
I'm afraid
saying
I haven't much to
that
tell you.
his mom is the
The
mouse.
more the days went by, the
Oh,
more
I
she
thought you were just
grew into
confused because
herself.
you were holding Ruka.
She never
What are you
gave me
talking
I was
about?
like,
No.
until the day came when
maybe
she
Emily's
purely
trying
and
to get
simply
revenge.
disappeared.
Yeah.
and killed our mother.
Where did she
I
go
see.
when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis.
Oh, you don't
I
want
would
to talk
like to have been more helpful.
another hour
I
or
shall
two
stay on her
about
trail and follow up any leads.
Thank
Richard
you.
the Lionheart?
We will meet later on to welcome our
The
last
Overwatch
guest.
character?
In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Coming soon, episode 3.
The room was just opposite Mortimer's study.
It didn't matter.
Yeah, you appear to be correct.
What the heck? Go to the tower room.
I have no idea where that is.
I'm assuming you have to go up, but then you went down. So I guess it's not up.
Maybe directly opposite Mortimer's study. Okay, Washington's room. Adams, Von Vollmer. Peru's room. Bonaparte's room. Hillsborough's room. Derichet, that's me.
Maybe it's one of those, Oh, you know what? I think it's a circle one.
Ah,
Maybe?
you might be right. I think we might have to go outside and then... No? Okay, not those stairs then. Maybe we have to sleep first? No.
It says go to the tower room.
President George Washington.
Hey Georgie, we're gonna go to the tower room together. You ready? Alright, you go first.
I think it's the... I guess, I don't know. It gotta be on this floor, right?
Yeah. Wait. Oh, I thought it was drugs. My mistake.
That's me.
That was my room. Oh, can't go into my room yet. Still cleaning it. You know how housekeeping is?
I think maybe because the object is go to the tower room.
Oh, can't go in
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Daniel Godoy's room. Keep trying that. Oh,
Duchess Emily
no.
Hillsborough.
Can't go see Duchess Hillsborough.
That's the one-eyed dude's eye.
I shouldn't have put it on
I
one
had
about.
Napoleon and then Jacques Peru. Oh, hello, my son.
Why did you activate this cat?
How do I get there from here? How do I make you see? How do I tell you?
Devil's Thorn.
Did we go?
It
Oh,
was friggin' right there.
let's go. The tower room. Dude, the music is creepy.
There are burnt papers in the chimney.
Uh-oh.
There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting.
Milk,
She says
bread,
we must find
eggs.
a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be?
Is he
Who
gonna
could
just
she
put in a coat?
be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
It's the leader of the Crusades, Richard the Lionheart.
Dante's paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen.
Why does our room look like shit?
Yeah. Well, it's a tower room.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
That's Ruka.
You know what? Make it free.
If here's a comment of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
Egg pa. Yeah.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent
Why would you
command of
examine
black and
again?
bright colors too.
We heard
Paul
it.
facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions
Jesus
being raised,
Christ,
and
dude.
receives the light from his Savior.
I think that was important. No joke.
Yo, you can go to the other side of the room.
Boom.
The door
Guards.
appears to be locked on the other side.
Oh, maybe we can use the key. Open.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor. So much for discretion.
I think you could have just gone to the balcony
Mmm.
and then go around it and get
It's
the
open.
key and open it.
Oh.
A chest with the occult symbol representing
Oh, a cult
air.
symbol representing air.
Are those like jerkies on the table? What are
They
those?
there?
Yeah.
It's a bunch of hot dogs.
I've never seen hot dogs like that in my life.
1700s hot dogs.
The New Testament.
Oh my lord.
Do we actually have to read all these?
This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord.
Not Lord Jesus, right? Just, or is that what she meant? Lord Jesus?
Oh, they said Epistle to Galatians.
But though we, or an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later.
It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
Yep.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Rini.
The
Looks like
Guido
someone
Rini?
touched this commode
Who's the
recently.
Guido Rini?
Their fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
They touched the commode? The toilet? Fingerprints, huh? Well, see you later. Well, I need to use that.
Painting of St. Mark from from the
I
collection of the
wanted to
apostles
make
by
a joke saying,
Guido
"Is
Reni.
that my grandpa?" But then I realized my grandpa is not white.
It's true. My grandpa's white. It doesn't look like that.
Honey, I couldn't say
You could have made
Paul
the
penned
joke.
by Guido
Is that
Reni.
your grandpa, Ryan?
No, it looks like Paul
St. Paul
McCartney.
is shown holding a sword.
Oh, he holds a sword. This is
Strange.
it.
There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting.
Oh!
And underlined it twice.
Figure
Now,
11,
what does that
dude.
mean?
Finger 11, like that band.
St. Paul
Figure
is shown
11.
holding a sword. Strange.
Maybe it's the
There's
passage
hardly any
11.
dust.
Yeah, I agree.
As if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims
Oh my
from
gosh,
Rome.
Ryan.
Just
Okay,
above that,
it's the
someone's written
game's
down
fault.
the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
If I die of old age, just waiting for the
I don't
time
understand,
to
like,
finish.
I don't get mad about this stuff that often. How hard is it to put in, like, press A to skip a line?
Didn't you do something?
Yeah, look at this one, but, like, what the heck is an epistle? Epistle to the... It's the Romans, okay? It's the freaking Romans. Yeah. And then 11,
Yeah,
11.
I say
11.
then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait. A note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here. What does it say? Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you.
Nope.
Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle?
Oh,
What
is
does
it?
Mother mean by that?
What?
Several
Is this
portraits of
mystery?
apostles,
Oh, we've
all signed by
seen
Guido
the
Reni.
Yeah,
Guido
but this is where-
Reni.
Touch this commode.
We gotta
recently.
figure out which
There's
apostle's the
fingerprints on the
youngest.
sheets and in the dust.
Who's the... This guy's not the youngest apostle. He's old as
He
hell.
looks pretty old.
That's Paul McCartney circa 1970. That's him in the rooftop concert.
It gotta be the dude with the sword, right?
What about this guy?
He's just pretty old.
Well, I guess we'll just do them, like, in
The
order.
guy with no beard. That guy?
It's George Lucas.
I mean, might as well just... There are only 4 paintings, you know. What could go
St.
wrong?
Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio. This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it.
It gotta be with the
Well, a
dude with the
finger
sword,
has
right?
drawn a number in the
No,
thin layer of
this is
dust.
him when he's younger, because it's
I can
before
read
he's
the
converted.
number 4.
Yeah.
4.
St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come?
Okay, number 4. Could it be one of the... Oh, is this one maybe? Oh! Look at how young this person is. He doesn't have a beard.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden
What is it my mother
behind the
said?
apostle?
Look behind the painting?
Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting.
Hey, you!
On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one
He's got lightning
companion
bolts
to
in
their
his eyes.
left and
Oh my
3
gosh,
to their
you're
right.
right.
To complete their
He's
rank.
Thor.
What does it mean?
What the hell?
Oh, he disappeared! He doesn't have beard.
They should add a companion to their left
and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies?
What?
I think there was a math equation, but I totally missed that.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Who said that?
Who said what?
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
This is the dude who said it.
There's something else behind this painting.
Genius.
It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Half of each group
A drawing
will
of
join
the Apostle
first
Matthew,
city of
painted by Guido Rini. He's represented as writing the word
That's
of
the
the
face
Lord.
I want to give to the
Transmitted
game.
by
You
the
really?
Holy Spirit.
Really? Could you just give me like
Can
a
you
key?
not?
Of an
Could you
angel.
not? Right
I
now?
can't. I can't. I don't understand. Help me.
Remember when this game had conversations you could have, and there were like little duels you could have, and you got RPG related points, and etc. etc. Now it's not that anymore, is it? I don't know. Might as well look behind the frame.
There's nothing worth noticing here.
Behind the painting. Behind the
It's
painting.
too cumbersome for me to unhook here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years.
It looks like a mantis.
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all.
4, 8.
Yeah. And of course, you gotta remember, you gotta add 3 boys to the right, 1 to the left, and then half of the first group will join the city of Corinth. Don't forget about that.
And then there was a part that was
Nothing of
like, you
value
have
here.
to have the number be in
Little
order of
characters are
something,
engraved
but
on
then the
chest
last one
drawers
is
under the
like
urn. It's
plus
written in
2 or
Hebrew.
something.
It says, count in the dust. Alright, let's do it.
Why did you use the point for that?
No, there was no points, thankfully.
Oh, okay.
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew.
Okay, I got an idea. They said Corinthian, they'll join the city of Corinth. Half of the... Wow, no! 8, 4 and 8, was that it?
Yeah. It could be 4 and 18.
Because we look not at the things that are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the
What?
things which are not seen are eternal.
They put the whole friggin' Bible in the game? Like, pick up the package you know where. Hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Waiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle.
And then the behind of the painting we found. What did we find? A letter? No. It was like a riddle. There's a riddle behind the painting.
What? Oh my god.
I guess I'll just come back later.
I don't know how to go back to our clue though from earlier. Think about the code.
Yeah.
Okay, we've already done this one, so let's try this one on for size. That dude's drunk as hell.
On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle.
Oh.
That was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
So now we go see the St. John's passage in the book. Oh my gosh.
And ye know that he
No,
was
I would've
manifested
said,
to take
8.
away our sins. And
In him is
Was
no
it like
sin.
chapter 1, sentence 8 or whatever? Verse 8.
If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us.
Sick.
Did you click on the thing that I said?
Yeah.
Chapter 1, verse 8?
Yeah.
But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh
In
darkness,
darkness.
and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes.
Oh, maybe it was a revel.
Hereby know that we
Oh,
dwell
the
in him,
revolution of John,
and
maybe?
he in
Not
us,
just John?
because he hath given us of his Spirit.
Because there was John, and then there's a revolution of John.
Wait. Okay, yeah. Revelation to John.
To John.
Peter speaking to John.
James speaking to John? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Stop forever.
Saying with a loud voice, worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive
Read the
power,
book of
and riches, and wisdom, and
Revelations,
strength,
well,
and honor,
you know.
and glory, and blessing.
We want to save the world. Beautiful.
Do you know what to do?
Hell no. I got no idea. Yeah, I know, Book of Revelations. Pastoral epistles of the Book of Revelations. Freaking never ends.
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is
It will give
nourished
us a
for a
soul heart.
time, and times,
Book of the
and
Revelation,
half
let's go.
a time.
On the face of a
A
serpent.
new
Are you
moon.
just saying
We
that?
got
Oh
it.
my god.
Corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean?
Do you think we'll ever write
it's
a
probably
letter like
the
that
place
to,
where she
to
was
us, to each
expecting
other?
to get the
You
location
know what I
of the
want
next
this
note.
motherfucker to do? Is just pick up the book by the spine and shake it really hard. All the notes will fall out.
It's not subtle. wait.
guess I'll just
Now
come
we
back
have to do.
Yeah, he who hears the angel.
So you gotta be the one in the painting in the other room, right?
This guy hearing the angels? Are those angels?
It's a donkey.
I mean, this guy, he's clearly messed up, but like, is that an angel reaching down and being like, hey, Paul, what's up, dude? Or is maybe one of these paintings has an angel associated with it? One of these ones.
No, I think those
Several
paintings don't
portraits of
matter.
apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. It looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Oh, maybe it's the dude with playing guitar.
Playing guitar?
Yeah.
Which one is the dude playing guitar? This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, is that an angel?
Oh,
That is
yeah,
not
that's
a-
an angel.
That is not a guitar, though.
Oh,
That's a book. Wait, we already got the note here. What the heck did this note say? It was the one about the pilgrims. And now I can't remember it. And I don't have the points to... Give me the note back.
There's something else
Wait, I think
behind
you
this
can-
painting. It says half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Maybe you have to go to the book and then chapter 1, chapter 2, verse 1 or something. Something that will split in half.
Half of the first group will go to the city of Corinth.
It doesn't have anything.
Now I pray to God that ye do no
You're
evil.
like, that's close
Not that
enough.
we should appear
Yeah.
approved, but that ye should do that which is honest. For we are as reprobates.
Wait. Okay. Half of the first group. What? Oh, yeah. Half of the first group. Chapter... Is it 6, 7? What the? 6, 7?
Oh, 6, 7!
6, 7!
There is utterly a fault
Let's
among
go!
you, because ye go to law
Genius!
with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah, look, here's a message.
This is
It is of
horrible.
paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who
He's
will
not even
reveal
reading
the
the book.
answer to them. Prussian. Volner? I must
What?
have a word with him. And that
Prussian
first group of
Volner?
pilgrims.
Prussian.
How many are there now?
It's from Prussia.
If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
What?
Press X, press
I
X.
guess I'll just come back later.
I'll follow the first group to Mark.
Seven?
What the fuck?
7? Chapter 7, verse
Then
1?
came together unto him the Pharisees, and certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem.
No.
Wait, there was an 8. Oh.
And it came to pass in
Good
those days
idea.
that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee, and was baptized by John in Jordan.
John and Jordan. Really? Both?
Then they suborned men, which said, We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God.
Is that Dan? But Dan is not Lazarus.
No, he's Judas.
And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet.
The game is trying to say, like, we're saving, not. You know what they should have given you the option of? They're like, if you want to solve this puzzle, you may. But there's also a give up button.
Yeah.
That the dude would just grab the book by the spine and shake it. So it's like,
Take
do
heed
you
that
wanna
ye practice
give up
your
or
justice before men, to be seen differently by them. Otherwise, ye shall have no reward of your Father which is in heaven.
Is this game like it exists to sell Bibles? Is that what's happening?
not? Bible's a free material, is it not?
Most of the time. Alright, Paul. This is Mark, right? Hey, Mark, what's up, dude?
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew. It says, count in the dust.
Yeah, we already did that.
All right, let's do it.
Couponbodge.com, thank you very much for Twitch Prime subscription.
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn.
Why would you
It's
do
a
that,
sentence in
Ryan?
I want to see why it's in Hebrew.
Choosing the Hebrew alphabet is no coincidence.
I
It's
know
gotta be a
already.
reference to the Bible.
I die!
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. That's what the message in Hebrew spoke about. Hebrew 8.
Hebrew 8.
Is that what we need to do?
Hebrew 8. Yeah. Hebrew. Hebrew
Hey!
8. But
Chapter 6, verse 8.
But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message.
no.
Let's
Oh.
go!
Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's see tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the
Galaxy
acts
Brain?
counted,
Galaxy
he
Brain?
went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
What are you talking about?
Paul. To his left. We gotta go to the painting on the Paul, and then what is on his left?
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni. St. Paul is shown holding a sword.
Oh my god.
Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting.
Yeah.
And underlined it twice.
We did that
Now,
though.
what does that mean?
Yeah, you're right.
So we have the figure 11 twice underlined. And
No,
a story
you
of a
used
pilgrim
our
who
last
who it
point
looks like
for
Paul
the
is speaking
dumbest
to.
thing.
Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection.
That's not how you
A
spell
text on
connection.
Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated
Connection.
with the figure 11.
It's
But
1700.
what's the story with these
year.
pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
What figure? What figure? Well, there's also this one. You know. How you doing?
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio. This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger is
I don't
drawing
think
a
we-
number in the thin layer of
I don't
dust.
think
I can
we.
read the number 4.
What if it's John in the book, and then it's like chapter 4, verse 11?
I think it's Paul's trash again. He went back to his tracks. 1, Epistle to the Romans. No. Epistle to the Corinth.
Good luck translating this game.
We've already done the 11:11 one.
That was 30 minutes ago, dude.
30 glorious minutes ago.
Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely,
Oh, good.
whatsoever
It's
things
a long
are
one.
of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things.
Hey, we got this like really. Our game's been kind of a surprise hit. It's episodic. What should we do for episode 2? I was thinking of this really sick puzzle where your character just reads the Bible over and over, and there's unskippable dialogue
A chest
prompts.
with the occult symbol representing air.
Really good. Really good and smart.
Used all our points as well. Chat, help us.
On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall
What's
add
the next one? What's the
companion
next
to
step?
their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean? Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. It looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Yo, go back to the adjoining room and look at the other painting. Vanya Ket, thank you very much.
Oh, this painting. I totally forgot this one even existed.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
I don't think that's a painting.
We looked at one of these.
A Byzant from the Byzantine Empire. A coin often used during the St. Louis era.
St. Louis.
Maybe this painting? Is that a painting or is it a fireplace thing?
I think it's like a mirror.
No, on the ground. I think that's a fireplace thing.
Yeah. Well, I think this is where Louis de Richet just dies.
No!
This is where he dies. When Paul understood that only the acts counted, only the acts of the apostles, he went back to the beginning. He went back on his tracks. Yakety yak, don't come back. So what have we done? 11-11, 6-7, 6-8.
And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were
Oh my
made
gosh,
ready,
I thought you did
he
it.
fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note
Oh,
here.
you actually
A
did it,
message from
Galaxy
Mother who
Brain!
replied to Eve. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message.
Let's go!
If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare?
It's Bloodborne DLC.
I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that? I'm guessing it's a metaphor. I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
That maybe it was like midnight brunch or something.
Oh!
Yeah, there's nothing to the freaking Sherlock Holmes part. It didn't count. It's not a task that we did not fail.
That was like 2 hours to do the one day. That's absolutely insane. Okay, well this, come on. Then... yeah, I mean, 2 in this.
Yeah.
And then 1 in something that we might be able to read a book for.
Maybe the dude's running.
Do we have running? Doesn't look like it.
I guess it unlocks maybe. Like we just get skill points as we go for the running.
Is this a cults? Yeah, so we can. That's pretty good. I don't know, man. Book?
Just I guess anything. Yeah, then that you can only equip 2, right?
We got 1 more.
Oh, might as well like equip crown because you have 2 crown books.
Etiquette, 1 in etiquette. Okay.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.